Thousands of students at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School returned to their classes Wednesday. Their schedule started with fourth period, so the students could pick up where they left off exactly 2 weeks before. That's when a gunman opened fire in the school, killing 17 people. The students started filing into the school early Wednesday morning, surrounded by hundreds of parents, police, and reporters. Some stopped to talk about the significance of the day.
It's very intense. Like, no one really seems to know what to do or where to go. We're just, honestly, everyone's just wandering the hallways, kind of looking lost.
It's been very difficult and extremely sad for all of those victims and their families who don't get to come today and pick up their children.
We're still around, like, we're still kicking it. We're still trying to send a message. We're like, don't forget about us, because we can't forget those who we lost.
Adriana Diaz was there. She followed students and teachers as they returned to campus Wednesday.
I'm back.
Students from Stoneman Douglas were greeted by well-wishers with flowers. For the first time in 2 weeks, they returned to the school where 17 lives were lost.
Where were you shot?
In my right here, on my right chest, and then grazed on the back.
Before the bell rang, we spoke to Samantha Grady.
What does it symbolize that you and all of your peers are going back to school?
Strain. Definitely showing that we're overcoming this tragedy.
She joined more than 3,000 students who faced their fears. They were protected by a small army of police officers and staff.
I like how there's a lot of police around here to show that everybody's safe.
Students were told to leave their book bags at home because today was about healing. Inside, they were comforted by more than 40 therapy dogs and 150 counselors. 10th grader Nicole Velasquez lost 3 friends.
And walking into that class today and not seeing him was like my heart breaking all over again.
Parkland father Andrew Pollock was also there. He lost his 18-year-old daughter, Meadow.
What was it like for you being at school this morning?
I'm emotional every second of the day. So going there, I liked going there, to tell you the truth, because I got to see kids going back to school.
He's lobbied Florida's governor for safer schools and spoken directly to President Trump.
I'm pissed because my daughter I'm not going to see again.
Why have you decided to speak out?
I feel obligated to do it as a parent. I feel like it's on my shoulders, that I can't allow it to happen again.
And Adriana Diaz joins us now from Parkland, Florida. So, Adriana, what was done to acknowledge the tragedy?
Well, Elaine, the very first thing they did was say the Pledge of Allegiance as a school. That was followed by a 17-second moment of silence. 17 seconds for the 17 victims who were killed at the school behind me. After that, over the PA system, they played a recording of the school song. And the principal actually spoke directly to students over the PA system, and he said, "We are Eagles strong." The Eagles are the mascot here at the school, and he said, "Today we reclaim our nest."
Well, there was a significant show of force at the school, hundreds of law enforcement officers. I imagine that was a comfort for students and faculty.
For some students, absolutely. One teacher told us, "This is the safest school in the United States, and that's the message I'm going to tell my students in class." But other students just felt like it was a reminder of what they'd been through and the fact that this isn't a normal school anymore. So one student said, you know, it brings back bad memories. It reminds me of what it looked like when we had to flee school.
And what about what was done in class? What was discussed between teachers and students?
Well, students were told to leave their backpacks at home because they're not focusing on academics at all. Instead, they just wanted to take the lead from students. One teacher said to us, you know, I just want to sit there and hear whatever it is they want to say, whatever they want to talk about. She actually had a student in her class who wasn't going to be there today because she died. And that teacher said, we want to honor that student in class. We want to talk about her in whatever way her peers want to talk about her. So they had discussions today. One student told us that they played games in school and in class. There were at least 40 comfort dogs in that school, and we know that a lot of the students loved that. There were pictures of the comfort dogs all over social media. So the school, the district really tried to think of ways to make it as easy as possible for these students going back, and there were more than 150 counselors in the school, 2 in every classroom, one student told us, and we were also told that a counselor followed the schedule for every single student that died to make sure that they were there supporting the survivors.
Wow, incredible. All right, Adriana Diaz in Parkland. Adriana, thanks very much.